shout your praise. Our hearts will cry, these bones will sing.
So most of our church is probably not aware of what a heathen I was. So I was born into a Christian home, and neither parent was in full-time ministry, but they were always involved in the church. And I remember my mom playing piano for church, and they were just always involved in doing something. And so we were at church every Sunday. If it rained Volkswagens, we went to church still. And so we just grew up in that. We were involved in a lot of different things, and that really continued. I was born in 1974, and that continued until my parents separated in 1985. And I remember the first Sunday that we didn't go to church, and I asked. That was a strange thing for us, and I asked my dad. I said, "Why aren't we going to church today?" And he said, "Well, because I want to go to church because I want to go to church, not because I feel like I have to go to church." And that was the last time we went to church as a family. There was never a Sunday after that the six of us, my mom and my dad and my three brothers and I, went to church together as a family. Going through high school, I was still going, started going to a youth group, and so I was in church on Sundays and Sunday nights sometimes and Wednesday nights, but my life was devolving outside of church into alcohol use at first and then drug use later on. And in my high school years, the block where my church was in Visalia shared a parking lot with the bar that I would go to at night. And so it wasn't uncommon to go to church Wednesday night, go out and get in my car, maybe have a change of clothes in the car, because church clothes and bar clothes are different, and get in the car and to the bar. And probably was able to keep that facade up until in my early 20s, and then the lifestyle that I was leading, I just kind of dropped out of church altogether. My drug use really progressed over, probably from the age of like 22 to really culminated at 24. And I had shared this with Marco. I hadn't shared this story, I don't think, with anyone for quite some time. But I was 24. I had been evicted from my apartment and was essentially homeless, but I was sleeping on the living room floor of my dealer's apartment. I had a little sleeping bag that I'd roll up at night and throw in the little hall closet, and I was a acceptable nuisance, I think. And it was just one night, and a lot of things had happened, and I was just trying to make it all go away. And I was looking for something in a pipe that wasn't going to come. And so I'm sitting there in just this chaos. And Jesus came into the room. And he said, "If you say yes to me, I can fix this."